Thanks, Kristen. I'm up here talking, and you guys weren't hearing nothing. Good morning, good morning, good morning. What I was saying was I'm on the chart here, and if you guys check out my video from yesterday, you'll see that I did a video, and on the video I had two areas of concern. The first area was this area here. Thank you, Kristen. I appreciate it. And I'm sorry, my chat is on a different screen. So unless I look over, I don't see you guys chatting. But I appreciate it. Thank you. But what I was saying was this level, I did a video yesterday. So you guys can go check that out. I'm not going to go through that right now. But, or not too much. I just want to say real quickly, I picked this level, but I knew because of this wick back here that it wasn't going to hold. And so I told you guys on the video yesterday that this is an area of concern that I like more. And when I went down to the 5-minute chart, I actually saw why I liked it. This little tiny guy right here. And I even said on the video, y'all probably gonna think I'm crazy picking this little thing right here. I said, but that's where they're going. I can read it and see it. And sure enough, because that level, the top of that level here, the top candle, because of the top of that candle here, the price is 109.41. What I did was, because spread generally goes up during the news, it went up 2 pips. I added those 2 pips to the 109.41, and I made this 109.43. The reason why I did that is because sometimes they'll come down and just kiss the number and then take off. And if they kiss it, I might not get activated if I would have put it in at 109.41, the exact number. So I like to get in a little early, just in case they don't go down into it like they did. Now, had I put 109.41, I would have gotten this trade because it went deeper into it. I would have cleared spread. But sometimes they, just kiss it, and that's it. So I just wanted to make sure I got in the trade. Also, I had a downtrend breakout. Here's the 5-minute chart. But notice what it did not do. It didn't open and close below this. So that was a good thing, that we didn't get an open and close below this. So that's a sign that they were still going to go up. And we have a ways to go this morning to the upside. I've been screaming uptrend, 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 because that's what the big picture shows. So they got to move, and they got to pretty much move fast if they want to catch up. So there's probably going to be a lot of uptrend movement this morning. We have unemployment claims that came out. And so basically, if jobs aren't looking too good out there, what's going to end up happening is it's going to have a negative effect on the economy. And if it has a negative effect on the economy, meaning there's too many people out there without jobs, that forces the government to get involved and to help out and to aid. And that puts pressure on the government. So they do whatever they can to make whatever adjustments to keep, excuse me, I'm still waking up, to keep so many people from having to tap into government aid. The issue the government's going to have is this. The middle class is being hit the hardest. And the economy is already crashing, regardless of what you hear or see on the news. It's crashing. All of this uptrend movement that we're having on Eurodollar and the downtrend movement we're having on Dixie, that's all temporary. So this is all a false positive. This whole Eurodollar uptrend, it's false. And it's going to be false all the way up to here. They're taking this bad boy way up here. That's why I was being patient until we get to where we need to get to. So once we get up here, then we're going to have an absolute official market crash. Once we get up here, we're already in it. The reason why you and I are not feeling it is because the government and other big players are falsely causing the market to rise. This is all a game. This is to get everyone feeling comfortable so that you won't make the necessary changes and take whatever precautions you need to take to save your money. Make as much as you can investing, and then you need to save it. Don't be spending money right now. Save, 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 save. As much, if you don't know how to invest, the least you can do is save. Because our economy has already gone up. I think I forget how much the percentage is now. but it's already gone up way more than anyone can get a raise. So inflation is beating how much money everyone's capable of making. And so that's going to turn on everybody eventually. So make sure you guys are in a position to where you know what you're doing. Take this trading thing seriously. This is the only way. And I'll say this personally, somebody else may have a different opinion. So don't listen to me. I'm not the god of trading. But in my opinion, the fastest way, well, this is not my opinion. This is true. Forex is the fastest way to make money. That's the fastest moving market on the planet. That's it. So what I want to say about that is if you master trading in the scariest market in the world, the market everybody says stay away from. Well, why would they say stay away from the market that all the institutions are in? The institutions don't do stocks all day. You know why they don't trade in the stock market? They're the institution. They give loans to those companies. They know how well those companies are doing. They don't need a chart to tell them how good Amazon is. Amazon got a bank account. That bank knows how good Amazon is. So these banks are not getting involved in the stock market. They know half of these companies are full of it. These reports are full of it, and everybody's full of it. The only companies that actually matter are the top 500 when we look at the S&P. Why? Because that's who we're using every single day. Those are top 500 companies in America. We use their products and services every single day. Those are the only one that really matters. Everybody else, you're taking a shot in the dark and you're just throwing your money in the wind. You might as well buy a lottery ticket because most companies fail in the first 2 to 5 years. They don't last that long. So if you're going to get in the stock market, find something that's stable, something that has longevity, a company that sells a product that we all need. They're probably not going nowhere no time soon. Buy it, hold it for the rest of your life. That's pretty much how stock market works. Because it's a company. You won't get opportunities like this to go back and forth quite often. A company just kind of trickles its way up. And if something big happens, it'll have an explosive move like this. And then you got to wait for something big to happen. But that big thing could happen on their way down too. You could have a bad month, a bad day, bad year in the stock market. So with foreign exchange, people are scared of it because it's constantly going back and forth. But that's what you need to get paid. So master this, and then you'll be able to beat inflation. I'm able to make more pretty much in a month or 2 months than inflation happens in a year. So if inflation goes up this year, let's say, I don't know, 20%, I'll make more than 20% this year. And so you want to put yourself in that kind of position. This is not about getting rich, even though that's what's going to happen if you master this. This is not about getting rich, though. This is about being ahead. Because I don't have to trade unless I want to, unless I need money or something like that. I can sit back for a couple of days, and then if I want to jump in and make some money real quick and take this move up, let's say this move here, I'd already be up $360 right now. Or I am actually on my other account here. So actually, to be honest, this would be so it'll be 26 pips. This is already $260 in the morning. Just waking up. This is what you want to do to beat inflation. You want to learn how to invest. And it actually doesn't matter which market, futures, Forex. It could even be stocks. But if you do stocks, you got to be rich already. Because when a move does happen, it needs to be enough to take care of yourself. So the average person doesn't have a lot of money to start with. Most people have a little money. So if you got a little money to start with, Forex is where you want to be. All right. Any questions about anything? I love answering questions about the finance world, period. Doesn't matter what the question is. It doesn't even have to be related to this. Just want to help you guys out as much as possible. If I'm trading and you guys don't understand something, just ask. I think Kristen asked a question yesterday about the Fib tool and my settings, their institutional settings. So these are things that I teach here. If you guys ever want to get to that place of learning, I know one of you asked me yesterday, so I'll get with you probably later today. But yeah, we're already up 26 pips, and we should see this thing rise, and not come back down. What's up, Jamila? Hey, I reached out to you through Telegram. So whenever you get a chance, holler back. I guess she's saying, I'm doing it right now. So good to hear and see from you. So I want to also say, if you guys ever have a chart, just like Casey, he kind of one of my biggest chart fans here. He loves posting charts or posting what he's in to see if what I feel or think about it. If you guys have something like that, go ahead and message me. Get a hold of my Telegram channel. Just post whatever it is you're thinking or considering. I'll give you my personal analysis. I'll send you the chart, and then I'll post it publicly, and I'll give a shout out and just say, hey, this right here is for my girl or for my guy, such and such, this chart here. And then you guys make a decision as to whether or not you want to take that opportunity. Yeah, if you just go to my trading view, the home screen, I think it is. Oh, actually, I can go up here. So yeah, if you go here to my home screen, I don't know if you guys can see that here, but there's my Telegram channel there. Let me copy it. I don't know if that lets it send. Sometimes Telegram is weird. Certain places, Trading View is weird. Sometimes you can send your Telegram handle. Sometimes you can't. All right. Also, if you guys ever see an idea that you like, if I'm posting something and you guys like it, make sure you hit boost here, because what this does is it allows other people to see it, and it allows other people to take advantage of it as well. If it's not boosted, then that idea that I had is just going to kind of sit at the bottom of the list of all the other ideas. And so if you guys think that this idea is great, if you think it's possible you can make some money from it and you want others to make money, that's what the purpose of Trading View is. It's a community. That's why I love Trading View. It's about us working together to trade and to help one another. So boost that trade. Let somebody else know that that is an opportunity for them. And if you feel like I'm someone that you can learn from and you want other people to also learn, go ahead and tell them to follow me. That's it. So coming on Trading View is free. There's nothing to come on here and just take ideas. As you guys can see, I do the stock market, not much. I do indices, not much. I mostly do foreign exchange, but I can also do CFDs and all kind of, some other things there. Crypto is in here as well, in the other 17%. But I mainly focus over here because this is my bread and butter. All right. Also on YouTube, you can follow me on YouTube here. It's at Fx'tive HNW. So I have one company in Canada, Toshi Markets, and then I have another company here in the US called Fx'tive HNW. So this is my YouTube channel. All of the streams that you guys see on here, they go on YouTube for free. So you guys can always go back and watch my streams and just kind of see, how I'm making my decisions, what I said, if what I said came true. You can go back and vouch and see. So get a hold of me if you really want to learn something, and if you really want to nail this thing, I'm here to help. All right. I also have some indicators, the ones that you be seeing me use. They're up here. I can give you guys access to that if you'd like. Over time, I'm not rushing. I don't want you guys to move and do something and you're not ready to take this seriously. So if you're ready to really learn and to take it seriously, that I'm willing to pour my time and energy into you. If you're not ready yet, you're just dabbling, then just keep watching and learning, because this is not for everybody. I promise you it's not. Just because doctors make good money, that don't mean it's for everybody. Just because a race car driver looks cool racing a car and he won a trophy, that's not for everybody. So you got to make sure this is for you. Making money is for everybody, but not making money this way is for everyone. So if you feel like this is your calling and you want to pour your sweat, blood, and tears into this thing, and you want to live like this every single day, reach out to your boy and I will help you. I have a whole team of people that I've changed their lives doing this. So if this is what you're interested in, I got you. I got you for life. Because my team, we act like a family. We get up and every morning we trade together. We don't do anything by ourselves. So if that's what you're looking for, Trading View is where you should be, because it's a community. And then in Trading View, you need to find somebody that you gravitate towards and work well with. Oh, look at that wick. You know what this is? This is an immediate retest And all they did was immediately retest the bottom of this level here on the 2-hour. But they got no orders filled. When you don't see color right here, that means the institutions moved really fast, but they didn't get any of those orders filled. So that means there was a lot of people shorting. Or a lot of people, I'm sorry, not a lot of people shorting, a lot of people going long. And they probably had stop losses all along this whole area at different points. And you know what the institutions like to do? Even though they're in an uptrend, like I've been saying, look what they did. Pow! And then took off and went up. But watch this. How did I know they were going to come down, even though I knew they were in an uptrend? Because I know how to read candles. And this is why you guys got to learn how to do this for yourself. You can't get caught in this mess. You know, they caught me up here. You guys remember a video a week or two ago? When did this thing happen? 4/14. I've been 6 days. I've been in this trade here. And many of you were with me on that day. It was a week ago. I did a news trade, and we were sitting here waiting for the news to come out. I told you guys it was either going to either go way up or come down to 109. I think it was 20. Yeah, this one right here. I told you guys it was going to come down to 109.20 or go above 110.75. I put an order up in here, and these Negroes wicked up and grabbed me and shot down real fast. And some of you guys might remember that. And when I saw that number, I said, I'm not getting out of that. You're not getting my money. And where I messed up at was I thought they were going to turn here. And then I think I put another order here, which was this one. And every time they turned and went up, they did. But, you know, it was short-lived. And then I did this one, and it was short-lived. And then this is the last time it tanked. And so those 3 orders that I had, all 3 of them are in here. That's why you see 375. So I decided I'm not adding nothing else because I don't want to overextend my position. And they keep playing these games. Even though I know they're going up, they're playing all these games here. So this was their last attempt. I think they're done now because, as you can see, they're not getting their orders filled now. They got their orders filled with all these candles. They didn't get anything filled on this one. So that lets me know this is going to be a breakout to the upside. They're going to continue going up. We have an immediate retest pointing to this level, so we might get some resistance here, but I don't see it holding because this is a downtrend formation. I mean, uptrend formation. This is an uptrend formation. This is downtrend, and then this is uptrend. So let me see where this is on the fib. So yes, all of this being uptrend is true because we're above mid pivot. Anything above mid pivot should be uptrend. And so yeah, all these candles are uptrend. We're gonna get a little hiccup here. There's gonna be some I can see across, and then this wick here, and then this downtrend wick over wick formation. So all of this right here, it's not gonna be smooth to go up there. And then this is gonna get all blown through. So we're going higher. Definitely going higher. And I'll show you why I believe we're going higher as well. Let me mark this right here, and let's put a weird color. Let's do something like, that's too dark. Need something lighter. Let's do orange. How about that? The reason why I'm putting this orange line here is because I'm going to back the screen up, and I'm going to show you a bigger picture. So if we go like to the daily, you can see here we are. Now let me back up. Look at this. So ugly. We've been in this trade since down here, me and the team. We've been in and out, of course, you know, but when it has an explosive move, when it starts pulling back, we'll get out, and then we'll jump back in when we can. But we've been riding this thing up this whole time. They pull back here, and now they're on their way back up. Why? Because if you really back up, you can clearly see it was a downtrend. They pivoted. This was demand. And remember, I told you guys about supply and demand. Let me go even higher. Let me go to that 5-day, since that's where the zone is at. And look, we already have a demand zone down here too. When they do come down, we already have an area where they're coming down to, already created. So I told you guys about the fib tool before that I use. And if we use institutional thinking, remember I told you guys about demand being under 25 and supply being above 75. So when price action came down here and it started turning, once it went above the 25 mark, and notice how it went above it and then wicked back to it and then took off. That's because this 102.39, that was important to them. And we had an order here when we first got in, and we took advantage of this uptrend here. But my point is, I just wanted you guys to back up and see the big picture so that you understand why I'm so long on euro dollar. Euro dollar already came down a lot, and it already turned, it pivoted, and it already went past the 25% mark when it turned. So we're going to uptrend back to the top again. That's what it is. And we happen to be in this little area here. That's where we are, this tiny little area. We have a long way to go. But it's this little area that's giving us problems. They keep going back and forth in this tiny space here. And I'm just trying to catch the bottom of this so that we can take it back up. And if you look here, you can see how low we got. Kind of not that low. The low was here. We got in on a confirmation. It came down and then on its way back up, we caught that. So let me put an orange line again at the bottom. So now you guys can see when it came down from here, it came all the way down to here, and now it's on its way back up. Let's take a look at that. Let's look at, since this is the 5-day, let's look at the 5-hour. You guys see, this is the top. It came all the way down to here, and now it's on its way back up. And this was the area that I had chose off of the, I think the 216. Some of you were on the call with me, and I picked this candle here and this candle here. Got a video for that too. And then I told you back here, this is an uptrend formation. I said all that on the video before that happened. And I think the only candle that was created was maybe these two green ones. And this thing started turning around, and we held that thing and it went up. I even told you guys it was going to pull back. And I told you it was going to pull back again here. Eventually, we're going to take off. So it's creating higher lows. You guys can see that here. I mean, not higher lows. I'm saying that wrong. It looks like it's about to get ready to create higher highs. It didn't. Did it do it there? Yeah, it did. So this high is higher than this high. So it's creating higher highs. This low is higher than that low. This low is higher than that low. So we already have an official uptrend. Okay, just from these candles right here, you know, though, for those of you who like, let's say, trend lines or whatever, I don't really use them because I just read it. But just so you guys can get a visual, you see that? That's uptrend. But you got to be able to call this uptrend before you see that. So many people wait for all of this to happen before they make their decision because they don't know how to read charts. And you miss out on so much money when you do that. So uptrend is what I'm still seeing on this thing. We can see here they wick down. They probably got all the stop losses for everybody that was long, and they had all their stop losses in here. They snatched all that out. All those people are out of their trade, and this thing's up, and we're in. All right. Jamila, I'm going to check that later on. I'm on my work laptop now. You had it right about gold last time. Hey, yes. That's who you were. I remember that. I had mentioned you when I looked at gold again, but not mentioned you by name, but I was trying to figure out who was it I was talking to, and we took a chance on shorting gold. I remember that. Let me see where that's at. This thing is nice. Come on. Trade. Oh, it knocked me out of my gold trade. What happened? No. I got in just for Jamila. Let me see. Where's this thing at? Oh yeah, we did XRP. I don't know who gave me that one. So all these trades are you guys. I'm jumping in these trades because you guys are posting them, and then I'm not keeping up with them. I was in this trade with what happened? That's weird. All right. Well, I was in the gold trade. Oh, duh. Jamila, did it take profit? That might be what it is. It must have taken profit. That's probably why I don't see it. And then I have a buy stop order up here to go long. But I remember Jamila was asking if I thought that the gold was long, but it was going to pull back before it went long. Should we short it? I think she was the one. And I said, nope, you should not short it because that's dangerous. But I'm going to take a chance anyway, just to prove to you that I do believe it is going to short before it goes long. So what I did was I put a small order. I think I just bought one. And I took a chance shorting it, but it went against us first. Let me go to the smaller time frame. I don't know what time frame we were on. I cannot believe I didn't save it. Oh my goodness. Did I save gold? No, that says downtrend, downtrend pullback. Maybe it is it. Hold on. Let's see what comes up here. It's still thinking. Okay, what is this? Oh. Oh! That boy good. Look at it. Well, ain't that good. It didn't trigger. I'm looking at it now. So 1968 is where I had a buy limit order because of this off of the 45-minute chart. As you guys can see, I said it was going to pull back first before taking off. Apparently, I had this here. Let me save this now because, oh no, I already saved it. That's why I had this here. I just didn't have it 45-minute favorite it. There we go. So it didn't hit, but I had this little tiny level here. Even though the market was going up, you get a whole bunch of people, saying it's going up. Even I said it was going up, and it did go up. And oh, here it is. I found it. It was this level. You guys see how this says my pivot high? So I was looking, and this is my pivot low. I got it now. Let me do this. If it was last week, this is 420. So if we go back 1 week, that'll put us at 414. So I'm gonna go back to 4. No, it wasn't up here then. So when Jamila was with us, it must have been maybe like back here or something. And then let me see how that works. 1 second. There we go. The market was looking like this when we were on that webinar. Oh yeah, and I remember this level too. And I had said gold is going to most likely see all-time highs. It's going to shoot past its high right now. That's what it's going to do. But before it does that, it needs to pull back. So I had chosen this area here. So you see how the zone begins right here at 1966, but I'm getting in at 1968. I'm trying to get in early because I want to catch it when it pulls back. So everybody that was in a long, because it went long, when they pull back, those people their stop losses are gonna get taken. So I like to wait for the pullback and then jump in at the beginning of the move, not jump in after it already starts moving. So many people wait for this candle and then they jump in at the top. And then that's why they experience all of this and they can't hold on. That's not how you trade. So you wait for it to come to you. So if I play this, we get to see how it played out. So this is what it would have looked like. So I told Jamila I would short it, down. And I don't know where we went. I think we went down to here or something. But I said if we do, it's a risky because it's going to go up before it comes. It might pull back on us. And this is where we got in trouble. It pulled back higher than the pivot high before it shorted. It did short. Oh, Jamila, thanks. She said, yeah, I was right. I'm sorry. Did not hear you. My work came up. No problem. But yeah, I had mentioned that it was going to probably do this, which is why it was too risky because I didn't know how high it was going to go, but I did know it was coming down. And it came down. But look, these dirty dogs. Why I'm not in the trade. I was like, why am I not in this trade? It missed me. So this is that stuff I was talking about. These kisses. I hate these. So I'm not going to move. What this is telling me is there's still a possibility that they can come back down again. So I'm not jumping in. I don't chase nothing. Matter of fact, I'm going to pull this down to here to 1968. And I'm just going to be patient. What in the world just happened? Oh, that's not what I was trying to do. Let me get out of that. Even though I saw it making money, I don't trust it. Let's do 1968 even. All right, let's buy one right there. All right. So you guys put 1968 in there. 1968. And then no TP. That thing's gonna go, I don't know where. We can take a guess. You guys want to see me guess on euro dollar? I'm sure you do. I don't even know why I'm asking. So the way I like to guess where something is going, you guys I think are gonna take this as gonna be pretty cool. But let me do an example first and then show you. Let me try this one out, see what happens. So what I'm doing is I'm measuring the last pullback. And then I take that last pullback and I double it. Okay, so that's 17. So then we have to go to like 34. So you see how I took this 17 pullback and I doubled it to 34? If you already know what a trend is, whatever the pullback is, guaranteed, if you can catch the bottom of that pullback, guaranteed you're going to make money to the next pivot, because in order for the institutions to make money after a pullback and they're going long, they have to break out past that. And it's these pullbacks, if you can catch them at the bottom, these are the biggest money makers because they have to go past where they pull back and then they have to keep going to make money. And almost always they at least go 2 times past this. So this is the first TP that you can make. You ever hear people talk about 2-to-1 trades? That's where they're getting this from. So I'm pretty much showing you where we get the idea of 2-to-1 from. A lot of people quote things and say things and they don't know where the history of this stuff comes from. So the 2-to-1 is just institutions after pulling back, whatever they pull back, they like to break out double of where they pull back so they can make up for this time. So that would be here. And then the next 34, because that would have to make this another 17. So 3 times 17 would be 51, I believe. So this would have to go up to 51. So that would be somewhere around here. That's 52. That's good enough. But I want you to see how ironic that 52 was roughly, actually I can do it this way. Or 51. Let me see, where's 51? I'll do 52. That's fine. Where's 51? 51's right there. All right. So if I did 51, I'm going to show you something. Wow. 2-to-1. They pulled back one time. And if I add triple of this, which means I got to add the first one, which is the up to get back to this point here. That's the first one. And then I got to add 2 of these on top of that. And when I add 2 of these on top, I get this number. And I get this area. Don't you guys find it ironic that I just went from one pivot, or this pivot here, to another pivot, 2-to-1, And all of a sudden, even though they went past it, why did they break back to that same area? They used the 2-to-1 as now support. That's all it is. And you know what that tells me? They're going to go higher. That's why they didn't pull back below this, because they're not trying to come here. So this is where I'm going to get my anticipatory trend from. I'm going to look at how much did they pull back here, and I'm going to triple this. And that's it. And I'm going to have my 2-to-1. So we're going to do that. And then I need to pull this chart down. And then this right here needs to be it needs to be 3 times as this. So it's 2 on top of this one, but then 3 of these at the bottom, from the bottom. So this is 28. So then I need 3 times 28. And so let's get the handy dandy calculator. So that is 28.51 times 3. And we have 85.53. Whoa, that's a long way to go. Turn this off. Oh, hold on, guys. I did something wrong. So let me turn back on my magnet. Lock this in. Bam. And bam. And it's a good thing we're looking at gold. Gold and euro dollar are positively correlated. They typically move in the same direction. So if I'm anticipating a long uptrend on euro dollar, then there should be a long uptrend on gold. So 28.51. And if I'm going to triple that 28.51, that's going to be 85.53. So then let me pull this up to 85.53. Oh, now I got to take the magnet mode off. There you go. Whoa. 85.53. All right. A 96. Oops. All right, 997. There we go. So 2996.25. That makes sense because that's an institutional number as well. So let's get this. Copy. I'm gonna put my final TP. We'll put TP5. 99625. All right, so I'm there, and then I'm gonna do this, and we're gonna lock that, and we're gonna also put that here, 2996, and we're gonna call this anticipatory and then we'll call it all-time high take profit. Bam and bam. And voila. You guys just learned something today. So will it go up there? We about to find out. We are about to find out. See how much more fun this is than using indicators and all that other stuff they got out there. All these meters and things to tell you when to buy and sell. It's better to just do it yourself. It's amazing. It's fun. It's fun to know how things work. And you feel much more confident about making, certain decisions like that. So once again, we're going to take advantage. Oh, this is nice on the 1 week chart. This is acting as an immediate retest pointing to this area. It's still possible that they can pull back here before going up. And right now our high is this one here, and that's our low. Actually, our high is over here. It's way back here. So this is the high back here. This is the real low, but we've already dealt with this low. So now we're up in this area here. Let me see which low we're dealing with right now. I'm going to do what's called untraditional fibbing. It makes it sound like I'm lying, huh? But I'm going to use an untraditional fib. Untraditional fib means I'm not taking a typical pivot low and pivot high and using that. I'm using an untraditional number, and so, or untraditional points. So here's the other pivot low here. So right now, the pivot low that price action is dealing with is this pivot low, and the pivot high that they're dealing with is this one here. So it was this pivot low, but now that it moved up here, we have this new. Now see how it identified the demand level here? So it just goes to show you it's, this is where they're at right now. And if I were to turn on some of the specs in here, like the sell order, that's way up there, the buy. See how this buy came in? Notice how it tagged it as 1818, and how ironic. It's right at the same level as this demand level. What else we got? Buy. Even my other buy, the little higher one, if you want to get in earlier, it's still inside the same one. Let's let's see what we got here. If we were going to buy and we wanted to get out at the last minute, it's telling me that the buy order, look at that. It's so close to where we are, you can't even see it. I don't know if you guys see it popping up in the back. What is that? TP1? So I have my own personal TP1 in there, which is 2020. And then, so let me turn that off. That TP1 that I have up there right now. So I just turned that off. I turned off the TP1 so that I can see what does the system come up with. So that was mine that I just turned off, but let's see the systems. Style. The system says that if you're going to TP in that range, it says get out at 2021. So see how I had a 2020 and this thing had a 2021? It's like I'm pretty close to what the system says, but without having to use it all the time. So that just gives me more confirmation. But what is this here? Are they going to pull back there? I'm just going to hold that for now. They're not coming down here. I don't see them pulling back this far. I think they're done because now we have this right here, most likely acting as support. And so I'm going to be buying from here. This may be a level, but there's nothing that I can think of in the world that's happening that would cause this to come way down here like that. So a market maker would have to just make something up to do that. It's possible, but I don't think that's what's going to happen. So we'll see. All right. Any other questions before I get out of here? So we just looked at gold. Gold is positively correlated with euro dollar. We were in the euro dollar trade as well. We're in an uptrend. Let's go back to here. This was the 5-minute chart. Yesterday, like I said, just revisiting real quick. Yesterday, I did a video that you guys can go back and look at. I called this particular demand level, as small as it is. I saw this as a turning point, and so we put an order in at 109.43 this morning for, well, yeah, this morning it came down around 5:10 and triggered. It went slightly below, and then right at 5:30 when the news came out, bam, took off. So from here, about there to here, we're already up 24 pips, but it went as high as 42 pips already. But right now it's pulling back, so we're at 20 something. All right, so if it pulls back, this is the daily open. A lot of people trade the daily open. You guys need to be careful. People trade the daily open because this is where it opened. But if you trade the daily open, the institutions know that the majority of the people are in this area here. That's another reason why I like to highlight it. Oh, my allergies are really getting to me right now. My apologies, guys. But institutions love to attack anyone who's at the daily open. And you see what they do? They go back and forth because they're trying to shake you. They'll even go real high and then go low. See how high they went and look how low they went. And then they back up high again. They want to play with anybody that's holding this price right here. So you guys, even though you may know where it is, be careful. Don't put huge position sizes at this price. You're going to get raped. I'm telling you. Don't do it. Unless you know how to read charts, do not trade this here unless you want to trade small. That's all you can do is trade a really small position here. That way you can handle all this going back and forth. So I'm bringing that up because where are they going? If they do pull back, I think they're only going to pull back here and then keep going long. But if they do pull all the way back, they're probably going to come somewhere around this open daily and then take off again. All right. Well, you heard it first right here. And if you took this trade, you were able to profit with the professor. I'm here to share, help, love on everybody with trading in the hope of being able to protect us to some degree from this market crash that we're already in, but we're not feeling it yet. But when we feel it, it's going to be too late to get things in order. So let's try to do it now while we have this last bull run and make as much money as we can. Love you guys. God bless you. I wish nothing but the best for you. Again, if you have any questions, hit me up on my Telegram channel. It's called the Fx'tive Solutions High Net Worth. So H&W stands for high net worth. I help people with big money manage their affairs, whether they're churches or famous people. It doesn't matter what they are. If they have money that they don't want to just leave sitting in the bank, come holler at your boy and I got you. But if you have any questions, that's what that Telegram chat group is for. You guys can post your questions about whatever you're looking at in the market. Doesn't matter if it's a stock, a futures, an indice, Forex, crypto. Ask me anything. I got a whole team of people over there. We all give away answers for free. So just go over there and ask. And if you ever get to the point where you're taking this seriously, and I'll know if you're serious because I'll ask you a series of questions. And based on the way you answer my questions, I'll know if you're serious. And if I feel like you're serious, I'll help you. I'm not interested in taking your money and trying to get rich off of you. I know how to make money already. That's not important to me. But my time is very valuable. I don't play with my time. So if you guys are serious about learning how to trade, I can help you. And so just hit me up, ask any questions you guys want, and I'll be able to get you there. Other than that, I love you. You guys take care, and I'll see you at the next news event.